So I was asked how do I get into the modeling world? And it's a loaded question because I can only speak from my own experience. And I live in Ohio. I've worked in other markets, but I started in Ohio, so that's who I'm speaking to, right? And maybe this can go across the board for other places also. So who knows? So for me, I was younger and my parents, we went the spending money route. We went to modeling schools, like a couple of them. And the thing about modeling schools, and this is different for acting schools, right? But modeling schools, I think they have a bad rap for good reasons, because it's like, who is teaching you? Like, find out who's the instructor. Is it an actual model? Because if it's not, how are they gonna teach you about modeling? And unless they're an agent or were an agent or something like that, it's like you really want to know who's teaching you. And the thing about practicing for any with school, right, acting, modeling, is like you want to keep being able to go, like, and not just like, oh, we're doing it for 2 weeks and like that's it, right? You want to. I personally believe in like being coached, right? Working with somebody who actually coaches models, like workshops maybe that are continuous. Some agencies provide that if you're with that agency, so get with an agency. I think it also depends on your age too, because if you're older, sometimes it's like the agency wants to know like that you like have experience. It's different when you're younger, like, oh, you don't have experience, okay, we can like help you. But there's so many different avenues nowadays to get experience. I mean, we have access to other models that you can ask, like, hey, can I get some tips? Or like, do you coach? Or hey, what agency are you with? Like, what do you think of that agency? I'm curious. And I feel like a lot of people will help you. I don't know, I would. If when somebody asks me, they message me questions, I'm so excited, because I know it takes a lot of courage to do that. So anyways, we went the modeling school route. You don't have to do that. But you do need to practice. Like, you need to know how to move. You need to know how to walk. So get that practice first, or just get the practice in general, because you don't want to like go to an audition or get booked on a job and suck at it, and then they not book you again because they're like, oh, she sucks. Especially if you work in a small market, because they're going to remember you and not book you for a long time unless they want to give you another chance in the future when you have some experience. So I am all about the agency route. Like, check out your agencies. And sometimes there's so many. So ask somebody, research them, find out which ones are the best ones. Go to their websites. You can kind of tell when you look at the models' pictures, like, these don't look like working models. You can tell. So go there, and then somewhere on the page it'll tell you exactly what to do. Either sending in pictures this way. There's an open call, which is usually for high fashion models. And know your market. Like, if you're not high fashion, stop shooting. Well, okay, fine. If you want to shoot high fashion for fun, cool. But like, don't spend your money on shooting high fashion if that's not going to make you money if you're not high fashion. And I'm speaking from Ohio in the Midwest, and it's not a very high fashion market. Most of the work, like paid work that you're going to be getting, is like commercially catalog-y type, smiley, ha. And a lot of photographers, they don't really want to shoot that kind of stuff for free, like doing TFP, the good ones at least. So that's another route. A lot of times, sometimes people are like, well, should I shoot first and then go with the agency, or get with the agency first and then shoot? So it all depends on you. I mean, if you can get some really good pictures of yourself, like with your phone, and to be able to send in, great. But I think, I don't know, maybe with age too, like you might want to get some professional pictures, but you want to figure out who to shoot with first, right? If you're going to pay for pictures, you better get with the photographers that agency uses, or just wait to get with the agency. I don't know. I mean, you can do either way. I'm not saying which way to do. So yeah, sending in your pictures to agencies, going to open calls. Okay, here's another thing. What if you send your stuff to the agencies, go to open calls, whatever, and like none of the big agencies that are worth your time, any time, what if they aren't interested? Then what? That's a good question. We'll save that for another video. If you want to know other things, please message me and let me know, or comment below what you think of this video, or other questions that you have. Because this is can be a very confusing business, that's for sure.